Shalom. Welcome to the special gathering commemorating International Holocaust Remembrance Day in The Hague, where we each year organize a commemorative event which we focus on the impact of the Holocaust and the development of international law. The theme which we have chosen this year is compensation, reparation, and restitution. On behalf of CHAJ, the cultural foundation of the Jewish community of The Hague, the Embassy of Israel, and the municipality of The Hague, I thank you for joining. The program will be opened by His Excellency Abdulkawi Ahmed Yusuf, President of the International Court of Justice. He will share with us his reflections on the theme. We are very honored that President Yusuf has once again agreed to represent the international law community at our event at the highest level. The City of The Hague sees its role as host to many international organizations as a very important one. It is therefore entirely appropriate that the municipality is also co-hosting this event. Our mayor, the Honorable Jan van Zanen, will share some thoughts on behalf of the City of Peace and Justice. He'll be talking to us from the Rabbi Marsenplein, the former Jewish neighborhood in the center of town. The main lecture will be delivered from the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum by Ambassador Stuart Eisenstadt. Ambassador Eisenstadt is a veteran diplomat, a respected attorney, and an acclaimed author. He played a historic role in bringing back on the world's agenda the need for belated justice for Holocaust survivors and families of the victims. We will then hear testimony from Miss Marion In Lewin. Together with her parents and her twin brother, Miss In Lewin survived Westerbork and Bergen-Belsen camps. Until 2001, she directed the Office of Health Policy and Programs and Fellowship at the Institute of Medicine in the National Academies in Washington, D.C. She has published several books on public health policy. Today, she shares her personal recollection of the Holocaust era. We are deeply grateful to her for this. Closing remarks will be delivered by His Excellency Naor Gilon, Ambassador of the State of Israel to the Kingdom of the Netherlands, also co-hosting this event. The various speakers will each approach the subject from a personal or legal perspective. But for a brief moment now, I would like to invite us all to look at the momentous events with which we are concerned from the lens of a Jewish mystic. In Jewish mysticism, the idea of restitution comes very close to the concept of tikkun, repairing a fractured world. This idea was introduced by Rabbi Isaac Luria and has come to play a very significant role in Jewish thinking. Tikkun teaches that when we observe a world which is fragmented and torn, even if it is not through our own doing, our task is to repair whatever we can. We're not bystanders, just spectators along the line. We are players, and our task is to make whole that which is broken. When Abraham heard of the impending destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, when Moses witnessed cruelty in Egypt, or when Jeremiah experienced the destruction of Jerusalem, they cried out, they protested, and they lamented, and they knew they were making a call for action. Each cried out in his own way, in a manner that was appropriate for the situation at hand. When we witness or experience cruelty and injustice, the task of the court is to uphold justice, sometimes in the form of retribution, sometimes in the form of restoration. When we witness or experience theft and robbery, the task of law enforcement is often to restore justice in the form of restitution. Responding to something as huge and all-encompassing as the Holocaust cannot be restricted to the courts and law enforcement bodies. Societies cannot be mere bystanders. We are all players. We must counter cruelty with kindness, evil with goodness, hate with love, and repair that which is fractured. We must teach our youth to appreciate the true value of their own life and that of their fellow. Every human is created in the divine image. That is priceless. In the place of darkness, bring light. In the place of despair, bring hope and purpose.